God taught me something. He said they don't care. They don't care how you feel. They want results. So it's like the children of Israel when God came down and he was telling them, hey, do this. And me, I don't understand how you can't do simple things. I, you want results, you want this, fiery snakes. That's what happens when you don't listen to Moses. You didn't listen to your deliverer. So, to make it make sense biblically, yeah, I can do that. I used to do that. I honestly don't give a fuck anymore about that. You just want results. So to me, I've done so much time. Oh my gosh. What part are you talking about here? Portland? That was huge. That was like accepting a felony in heaven to go to Portland in the first place. Uh, Everybody knew that I shouldn't have been there, and I shouldn't have been there, and I shouldn't have been there, and I shouldn't have been there. Um, I had to accept her charges, and then God was like, "All right, well, we'll figure it out. Go to Portland. Go figure this. We'll we'll figure it out." Which is usually what happens. I remember I was wearing this Nirvana shirt because she would go on Craigslist and she would just like call her demons in to help her out. Like I swear to God, I was about to knock her bitch ass out. Like I had about 2 days and I was just gonna knock her the fuck out, right? I had had enough, like already. And she's in a hotel room and she goes crying into the bathroom. What is this? I wasn't even fighting her. I seriously was in a. I married you, so do something. Like, get yourself together. You know? Uh, she's talking about all these kind of things that she's pulling up from the past, and it's so much. I'm like, well, let me clarify, because you obviously don't know, because you're part of the intergalactic Federation of Light and everything that you think, and you're dumb as fuck, right? So I'm sitting there, and I told her, I was like, you know, I think you could probably get Nicki. You could probably beat Nicki Minaj. I think you could do that. Remy, Remy is a whole different. I told her, I sat there. I was like, Papoose spent time with Remy. Remy, that's a whole different spirit when she actually gets involved in. She's from street battles, and I told her the entire time. I said, you're not a street battler. You haven't been in a street cipher. You don't know. You're good. Do I think you're good? Yeah, I do. But I told you your double time is off, unless you could take Remy. Remy is just, oh my gosh. When Remy starts spitting, it's she's pissed off, and that's Pap's thing. He has the right to say that. when he knocked that dude out, well, I mean, she now she's sitting down and she's sitting there analyzing the situation. She's like, he really did that. He actually just showed up, knocked the dude out. My side of the story, I've never been able to tell. So I'm telling it right now. And I told her before, I was just like, the heart of a songwriter, worship leader, whatever you want it to be, comes from pain. And no, I've seen you. Like, I've been there. Every single step that you've taken, I know. So I don't know where you're going with this, right? So it was, I'll divorce you quietly. I remember that I gave her the ring back and I said, I'm going to divorce you quietly. Like, just because I was miserable and it was hurtful, and every single aspect of my life was pain. And it was just God pulling me back and just saying, hey, man, just. And then, of course, well, you told me to marry her. And someday she's going to be great, but she's not right now. And she's got to figure it out. And she's got to, you know, learn the things she's learned right now. If somebody asks me trauma, you know, if I ever thought about it, was I 100% 2 years ago? Yeah. It's my strength that's helping everybody. Yeah. Was I at peak condition? No. Mm-mm. No, it took me 2 years to raise all these people up. So if I get to speak as arrogantly as I am, I guess I'm arrogant. A champion should be. So, I mean, what do you define as humble? In heaven? No. All of my angels know. Mike, just relax. You don't have a fight coming up until this angels take charge of him because his feet won't touch the stones. Yeah. Like it's a fucking new thing for me. You know? It's. If I'm being led by the devil, that's not possible. I think people needed to focus more on me, and I was teaching them the entire time. And it's going to continue. God's kingdom is going to continue. You're not going to stop that. And one of the things God taught me, he told me, walk that line. They're going to call you the Antichrist. They're going to call you the devil. They're going to call you. Shrug it off. What else you got? Once you're getting hit, then you're going to understand. that was pretty much. It was so funny to God. It's like, all right, fight him and find out if you can stand with him, fight him. And it was, I remember he was saying, he was saying, when my son steps into the ring, you're gonna know, because I'll have to pull him off. And he just called it. He did. The referee saved your life.